Hi guys, welcome to Let's Talk Business. We put new videos up here every week, so don't forget to subscribe.
You know that old adage, the customer is always right? Well, that isn't always true. They're not. But nevertheless, if you're running a small business, you'll try your hardest to please them because you need every single one of those customers. One man who has a different perspective is Nick Hixson. Now, he runs his own business and is one of only 3 European Drucker associates contributing to the global group developing new ideas for running businesses. Nick, my observation is that small businesses have a problem. Most good ones are, of course, busy, but ironically, not always focusing on the customer.
Yes, I think so. I think certainly small businesses are somewhat wary of growth sometimes because they think, well, I'm busy now. I can do some marketing, I can get some more customers, I'll make some more money, and I'll be rushing around like my bum's on fire even more hours of the day. Is it going to be worth it?
And the general answer is most people agree who've been there, no.
Yes. I mean, they've got to last all the way through to retirement, hopefully in one piece, and they do worry that they're not going to have time for their children and their families and so on and so forth, and there's a balance, and it's an unacceptable price to pay sometimes, and it inhibits the company growth. We can say it inhibits the economy's growth as well.
I think to some extent you're right. Now, what can be done about this then? What should company bosses actually do?
I think there's a fairly simple thing. We can borrow a concept from marketing. Marketing should be about getting the right customers, not just getting any customers. That's a good starter. So concentrate on the right customers. So you know what your customers you want and indeed which ones you don't want and what you're all about.
And what are you saying as a right customer then?
Well, that depends on what's good for you, as to what you think is unique about what you do and what brings meaning to your work and what brings meaning to your customers.
So it's not necessarily the one that pays you the most?
Sometimes the one that pays you the most gives you the most grief as well. There's the old Pareto 80-20 rule. Okay, 20% of your customers might give you 80% of the money, but pretty much 20% of your customers will give you 80% of the grief as well. And they may not be the same 20%.
So getting rid of customers?
Oh, I always advocate that, yes.
You said that with almost literally a tongue in your cheek. Give me a little bit more on that.
Okay, I'll give you exactly how I suggest you do it, because it's a very simple rule. You grade your customers internally A to E, and you tell your A, which are the good ones, by the way, that they're great, because you should do that every now and then. You tell your D and E customers that you grade your customers A to E, and then you shut up. And if your D&E customers say, "Oh, what can we do?" you work with them to improve them into C's and B's and A's. And if they change the topic, you find a solution where they stop being your customers and you perhaps even give them to a lower ranked competitor who might reciprocate with someone he can't cope with that you might actually want.
It sounds excellent being able to get rid of your lower paying, more hassle customers. I think that's great. Is there some other angle to this other than saying, I'm sorry, I no longer want you as a customer? Did they discover it themselves somehow? Or is it like
no, you can
inattentive to them?
There are various ways of doing it. You can just price them out of existence, but then they go and tell their mates, which is generally a bad idea.
Yeah.
I would simply have a fairly frank but polite conversation and just say, look, the way our company is going, we're trying to develop in this sort of way. We wonder that we're not going to be able to support you quite as well as we have before. And I wonder if you might consider going to Blogs & Co, because I've had a word with them and I know they can support you pretty well. If you don't get any joy, then obviously we're still here, delighted to help. We're not trying to get rid of you. We are. But, we're trying to do the best for you at all times. How's that?
Okay, so you can come out almost smelling of roses. I'm still trying to get my head around this concept of getting rid of customers. It's almost alien.
The thing you've got to remember is your resources are fixed, pretty much, unless you want to throw more working capital into your business. So you need to get the best bang for your buck. And if some of your customers are just wasting your resources, time, money, whatever, then you can spend that time better with your higher earning, better behaving customers who will tend to buy more things from you if you spend a bit more time with them.
I hope you enjoyed that. We upload new videos every week, so don't forget to subscribe.